So let's start by pay homage to the Buddha. Namo Dassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Dassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Dassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. So now we will do the exercise of the lesson 31. So exercise A translate into English. So now here, so mega visanena bete kanduwa mano santagaran bawisati. Okay. So mega visanena bete kanduwa mano mano santagaran bawisati. That is from the Majjhima Nikaya, volume 1, maybe page number or paragraph. So 344. So he, we know that. And then here Bob is, Bob we said the, enters an object is Santagara. Okay, enters the council hall. Okay. Now he enters council hall. Enters the council hall. But so doing what? Here, present participle. Can do what mano. You see? Mano. Mano is present participle. And here ending in the O, the same as the so. That is with the nominative case. So that is why, say why also, or the other way, just present participle. So can do what the in the list of vocabulary also we already learned that just scratch the body. So can do what the yeah. So can do what the so itches or irritated or suffer from itching or scratching also. Actually maybe can do what can do one oh yeah, scratching, you see. Scratching can do one. So maybe you can do one not mano or something like that. Maybe you can do what mano. Okay, can do one not mano scratching. It may be denominative or in the list of vocabulary. No, in vocabulary actually. In the exercise in the lesson. Can do Kabbalah and Buj. Here can do denominative. So can do yeti. Can do yeti, but later changes. So can do. Okay. but with the ya subject can do ya di, and the ya is changed to the wa can do what di. So from the can do what di can do what base and the present participle, so scratch. Okay. So denominator but present participle. So present participle scratching. So Beite, maybe his back. So the back, maybe his back. Beite means back of the body. So actually, so the word for the his is not included, but he scratched himself. That is right. His body or his back. His back. And so Mika Wisanina scratching his back with the Mika Wisana. Wisana means horn. Okay, Wisana means horn. Mika means animal. So, or maybe deer. So that is why. With the so deer's horn. Okay. So scratching his back with the deer horn, with a deer horn. So he entered the council hall in this way. Okay, so now Pawi said D. Okay, so Santa Garan is accusative case, object for the Pawi said D. Here Baitain also accusative case, but object for the so can do what mano. Okay, can do what mano. So that is phrase by phrase we can understand. Mika wisanina Baite can do what mano. That is one phrase. And then Santa Garden Bawiseti. So scratching his back with a deer horns, he entered the council hall in this way. And then now number 2. So Bhikkhu Koko Jayanta Bhikkhu Nina Pari Wudakan Na Dinti. Okay. So here also you see Bhikkhu monks and then so not dinti. Okay. Not dinti. So do not give. And then Bari Wudakan. So Bari Wuddaka is exchange of object. Do not give the exchange rope. So or the rope in exchange or exchange rope. In the list of vocabulary also that were already. Bari Wuddaka. Adjective and maybe Newton now. Bari Wuddaka. Sa Buddhisa Mada Pitaro and Purana is the
Ante neuter. The
and
third
then
word.
neutral.
The third
Okay.
word.
The exchange rope. Okay, thank you. So exchanged rope. And then Bhikkhu Ninan. So 2 nans. That is the dative case. Okay. And then here, so one word is Koko Jayanta. So Koko Jayanta also Koko Jayant. So Koko Jayati. Koko Jayati. So doubt. Okay, doubt. Doubts. So And then from the Gogo Jaya, we take the Gogo Jaya base and then present participle with the nominative case plural. So being doubtful. Okay. So monks being doubtful do not give the exchange rope to nuns. So maybe at the very beginning, they have the agreement to exchange their rope to each other, but later, so those monks have doubt about that. So maybe so doing that way is a kind of committing any offense, some offense, or maybe so they have doubt in this way. That is why they don't exchange, or they do not give that exchange rope or something like that. So monks being doubtful, so do not give exchange rope to nuns. And then now number 3. So Tina Kobana Samayena. Actually, Kobana is just filler word. So we don't need to translate, just filler word. Tina Samayena is okay. So Tina Samayena means, at that time, or maybe then also. So at that time, so Dumai Datan, Timirai Datan, Gechanti wa. Dumai Datan. Timirai Datan, Gechanti wa. Dumai Datan, so Timirai Datan, or Gechati wa. Okay. Sorry, type a mistake. Gechati wa means Gechati ewa. So that means, so it goes. Gechati ewa. It goes. So Dumai Datan, it goes darkness. So maybe Gechati, so it becomes dark, and then Timirai Data. So literally, goes to darkness, and then Timirai Data also darkness. Dumai Data, Timirai Data also actually Newton now. Yeah, Dumai Data, so becoming, or Dumai Data becoming smoking, and Timirai Data, okay, becoming dark. So that is why with the Gachati, so it becomes smoky and so dark. So it's okay in this way. So the meaning of the Dumai that is becoming, smoky. Timirai that is becoming darkness, becoming dark. But so yeah, Gachati, the verb already in the sense of become. Okay. So it becomes smoky and dark. So Ewa is just, it's just, so it becomes just smoky and dark, or maybe deeply or something like that. So, okay. Okay, hello.
Yes, Pante. For the two words that Duma Yitatang and Timira Yitatang, Pante. So this one is the adjective, or it is the neutral noun in accusative or nominative, Pante?
Actually they are, so Newton now, so becoming darkness, so abstract now. So because of, here that surface, abstract now. So that is why literally the darkness goes on, and the smokiness and darkness goes on. It's going on. That is literal meaning. But that means, so say, just referring to the maybe situation of the season or time, daytime or something like that. So that is it becomes smoky. So it becomes hot or it becomes cool like that.
Yeah. So it is literature that we translate like this one, but in fact we understand it is the nominative.
Right.
Yeah.
So so smokiness and so darkness or maybe they are uncountable not so is so going on in this way.
Yeah. Thanks, Bante. I got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then now number 4. So havya so udagi bekato jijitayati jijitayati sandu bayati sambadu bayati. So jijitayati and sandu bayati sambadu bayati, they are actually synonymous. So maybe sometimes in to refers to the how to say to refers to the everything or completely becoming complete or becoming all over everywhere or something like that. So to denote that, so we use the a single word in the same word twice, like the Gamimi in the village, Gamimi in every village, or Negrimi in the town, so Negrimi in every town in this way. He also JJ mean so become so making noisy repeatedly or again and again, maybe in this way also can be understood. So now, so Javier sees so, and then you see, so Javier sees so, and then here present participle, past participle, backgate door. So udike backgate door. So that is the nominated absolute also. So Javier sees so, that, and Javier sees so, the remnants of, so remnant, maybe so residual oblation. Sisa means residual or remnant or remaining. And then Javier means oblation. So residual oblation or the rest of oblation also. The remaining oblation. That remaining oblation or the remaining oblation. So, and then udagi bakato. So udagi bakato. Why? Bakeda is past participle. Thrown away. So in the water. Thrown away in the water like a present, the nominated absolute, that is right. Why? So actually why? So it is thrown away in the water. Okay, in the water. And then JJ diet. So noises. So JJ. And then here repeat it. So and JJ. So noises JJ and JJ. Make noises JJ and JJ. And then So Sandu Bayeti, Samba Dubayeti. So Sandu Bayeti, that Sandu Bayeti also in the list of vocabulary we already learned, maybe under the bar. Sandu Bayeti or Samba Dubayeti, here you see. So Sandu Bayeti means cause thicket smoky. So actually, so make smoky thick, make thick smoky, make thick smoky, or make smoky heavily in this way. And also, Samba Dubayeti also cause thick smokes. Samba Dubayeti. Actually, they have the same meaning. So Samba Dubayeti. So here maybe N can be understood. So okay, so makes also should be. It makes, so it make noise as jijit in this way, jijit and jijit. And then, so Sandu by the it smoke, make smoky. Okay, and can be omitted. So make smoky. And also, Samba Dubayadi, maybe to be different from each other. So makes make smoky heavily. Make smoky heavily in this way. So that, so residual operation, wine, so thrown away in the water. So make noise as jiji and jiji, make smoky. So that means they are, that oblation, according to the story, that oblation is actually maybe a Brahmin prepared to offer to the Buddha. At that time, maybe according to that, so some of the deity also want to participate. So they add one of the celestial, accessory or ingredients in it. So that is fine. It is, only just water to the Buddha to be digested. Only the Buddha can digest it then, or it can digest it only to the Buddha. It can digest. So that is fine for, and also the Buddha maybe enjoy some of them and the remaining. So when they are thrown, so on the ground, so at the time, so that ground, so will become, dried, and every plant on that ground will be, died. And also it thrown in the air, maybe 2 or 3 years. So in that place, so cannot rain. It cannot rain. So that is fine. The Buddha guide that Brahmin, that remaining, that oblation, so to throw away in the water. So even in maybe that water also maybe ocean or maybe big river, mainly with the full of much water. So give it into the river in the water. So at that time, even in the water, maybe they are very hot. So even in the water, they make noise. So as a like something is burning. So for example, drying leaves or drying bamboo. So when they are burning, so they make, sound, they make noise as a And also they make smoky. So here also, even in the water, make smoky, and then so continuously become smoky heavily. So that's sense. So residual of pollution when thrown away in the water, so makes noise as chichi and chichi, make smoky and smoky heavily. Make smoky heavily. Okay. And then now number 5. So Buddha me Buddha Siddhasa Dhamman Sodhan Piyayati. So Buddha me, actually me is the same as the mama, but me is included from the never start the sentence in the second place. That is a Buddha me the same as the mama Buddha. That means my son. My son. So Piyayati. So Piyayati is holds dear to, holds dear to. And then Dhamma Sodhan, the pure Dhamma. Dhamma Sodhan, or purity of Dhamma. Pure Dhamma or purity of Dhamma. Okay, that is object. So hold dear to pure Dhamma of the, so here Buddha Siddhasa. So of the highest Buddha. That way is not bad. So of the greatest Buddha also. Of the, so greatest Buddha. Okay. So that means hold dear to me, loves or appreciates or pleased with. So my son holds dear to, so the pure Dhamma of the greatest Buddha. That means the pure Dhamma of the greatest Buddhas pleased him, please my son in this way. Okay, and then now number 6. So susa, actually ya, but because of stanza, ya is omitted. Susa levadi pinya. Susa levadi pinya. So he or one obtains, one achieves, or one obtains wisdom. Susa by obedience. Or by attentively listening to someone, listening to the teacher in this way. So here no subject, but labadib. That is, that person singular. So one obtains wisdom. So susaya by obedience. Okay. For obedience. Or by listening. Or by attentively listening. Or maybe by desire to listen. Literally, by desire to listen. So we already learned that one. So many meaning. So obedient, or maybe literally by desire to listen. in this way also. Wish to listen, by wish to listen. So that means by obedience. Okay, and then now the number 7. So ayasama samadhi. So the bodhagi gadani brisejitawa and bijodharitawa. So bijodharitawa and the eka jiwaro atasi. And then gadani obabaya mano. So actually here subject is ayasama samadhi and then atasi. Member is atasi. So ayasama samadhi, so venerable samadhi and then atasi. So studs. Okay, studs. And then now here one Jaran. Barisanjay do also Jaran. Bijodare do also Jaran. So now first Jaran is Barisanjay Dawa. So Barisanjay Dawa means Barisanjati. Barisanjati also already in the list of vocabulary. Sanjati or pour or sprinkle. So Barisanjati also the same meaning. Sanjati or Barisanjati. So sprinkle all over or bathing. So maybe bathing is better instead of saying speaker. So here stood is past tense, that is right. Bathe. So gadani. Gada also actually the body or parts of the body. So in the list of vocabulary. So gada we already maybe neuter. So singular and plural also at that time we already. Gada. What is it? Gadani. But when it is used as a plural, so at the time, so gada means body, but when it is used, maybe the whole body. Okay, let's check in the dictionary is. So here also you see, together with the gadani. Okay. So gada. The gada is, as is singular the body, but plural is gadani, the limbs. Okay, the limbs. But with the maybe such a one word, so gadesu, vegetarian. So okay, so and then together with that, so as a phrase that would the brisenjeti, kadani brisenjeti. So brisenjeti means sprinkle. So now this one phrase we should understand. So brisenjeti mean so sprinkles water, but when it is used together with the so gadani very senjati. So at the time, that means, so, base in this way. So sprinkling on the part, on the, limbs of the body. But at the time, in many is not so, how to say, strange, a little bit strange. So that is, this phrase, Kadani very senjati means, base in this way. That information you see here in the dictionary. So here, Gadani is just the limbs, but in the under the Brisengeti, the one we already seen. So Brisengeti here. Brisengeti means, to sprinkle all over, but to bathe. So that to bathe is together with, Gadani, such a phrase. Okay. Yeah, Brisengeti, you see, just a single one, as a single one, just sprinkle all over. But with the Gadani, bathe is this way. So that is why bathe where, so the border gay bathe, so in a, so hot spring, hot spring, the border. Yeah, the border hot spring. Okay, let's see. The border hot, so hot spring, and then another gerund. So bicho derate the wa. So bicho derate the wa, also bicho derate. So already, so in the list of vocabulary. Bicho derate. So bicho derate is go out again or withdraw. So go out again. But in the list of vocabulary is, ascending or something. Bicho derate. Pawisati Bovanati. So Susati Padeti. Well. Parichariti, Padechatiti, Maditi, Niroditi, Pawisati. Bicho derati. So comes back out of water. So Taradi means cross over. But Udradi means, cross up over. Bichodredi, so comes back out of water. Comes out of water or comes back out of water. Okay. So comes back out of spring also. So that is why here, that one gerund. So came back according to that vocabulary. Out of, so water or out of hot spring. And stood. So stood. So and the Ika Jiwaro. So Ika Jiwaro also actually present participle. Adjective Ika Jiwaro. So having a single robe. Having a single robe or being a single robe. In this way. So being adjective. So being single robed. And then, so Gadani Bobabaya Mano. So Bobabayati also making dry the body. So making dry limbs. Making dry or drying the limbs. So boba beyadi is making as a former, literally. Boba means former, but so abe or abeya, boba bedi. So boba bedi making drawings, okay, or making something as a former. Okay, here making something, making the limbs as a former. That means so making drawing. So making the limbs dry. So in this way, being single robed and making the limbs dry. So now, actually, ika jiwaro also adjective, but now in translation you see, so that after the ika jiwaro, we should understand one word, maybe so sa mano or like that, sa mano. So but can be omitted back to be. Such an adjective also in this way can be used. I say we together with the present participle word, back to be sa or sent. So ikajiwaro samano atasi, so gadani ubabaya mano, making the limbs dry in this way. So in this example, so one of the important information is, so here gadani alone means, the limbs, plural, but that gadani when goes together with the verb brisenjeti. Brisenjeti means sprinkles all over. Okay, but with the gadani, that means bathe. Okay, bathe. So that is right here. So bathe. But so they are Jaran, brisenjeti was Jaran. The main verb is atasi. That is fine. So they are also, let's say, a past tense. Okay. And then now number 8. So number 8 is Abedi Kayo Nirodi Sanya. Okay. Abedi Kayo Nirodi Sanya. So Abedi Kayo, the body. So the body broke. The body broke. Abedi. So past tense, tabasen, singular, e. Okay, abedi. So the body is broken down, and the body has broken. Okay. So kayo, that is one line. The body was broken, maybe down or broken. And the sanya nirodi. Sanya means perception. So perception, nirodi also seized. Okay. And then, so Vedana Siti Bhawainsu Sabha. Okay, Vedana means Sabha, Vedana, all feelings. All feelings. And then Siti Bhawaintu. So became, because past tense, became so cool. Siti Bhawainsu became cool. Okay, so abedi also past tense. That is why the body was broken. Or maybe the body has broken or had broken also. Or nirodi sanya, perception. Yeah, nirodi also past tense, that person singular. Nirodi, perception seized. And then Vedana Siddhi Bhawainsu Sabha. Okay, Sabha Vedana is subject. Siddhi Bhawainsu also denominated or compound verb. So all feelings became cool. Okay. And then now one line, we can finish. So now number 9 is so Wadahi eke pati seni yanti nade basansama parita binye Wadahi eke pati seni yanti. Pati seni yanti, and then so nade basansama parita binye. Parita binye. That is, so from the Sutta Nipata, SN 398. So, Wadahi eke padiseni yanti. So, eke means Sam. So, padiseni yanti. So, here, padiseni yanti. Padiseni yati. Padiseni yati. Okay. So, that one is not included in the list of vocabulary. Padiseni yati. Padiseni means making again. Padiseneti. Yeah. Padiseneti, that was. Padiseneti. So A is, yeah. Padisenia, I is changed. Padiseni is a red ball or push away or retaliate. Okay, push away. So repel means maybe against, but it's sena. So maybe under the denominator part. But it's sena. Okay. Oh, that was included, I think. How? But this sena and ya or e. Yeah, sena. Okay. Sena is army. So, but this sena is send army against the enemy. So to fight and so fights. Okay, fights. So, but here, what is it? So Wadan eke padiseni yanti. So Wadan eke padiseni yanti. So Sam maybe fights or so he. Okay, he is certainly. Certainly fight, or maybe instead of fight here, which one is better? Because so Wada is some, religious idea or some view. So that is one. So here, okay, fight also. Fight. So fight. Sound 5, Wada. So Wada is
Can we use the verb of protest or oppose Bante? Do the Wada.
Wada arobe did such a phrase also. Wada, okay. Wada is, speaking, not speech, not so literal. Wada, hear, say, or generate talk. So Wadan being the D. So Musa Wadan, okay, not that one. So what is the attribute, characteristic, or discussion, the disputation? So argument, controversy, dispute. Yeah, that sense. Here also you see reference in that one. So here 398 is in the reference. So 5B, plot against also. Plot against. Maybe argue the controversial argument. Yeah, that one is better. So certainly stand, fight the controversy argument. So maybe, so why not the speaker, he states his statement, but his statement is not so strong. So under the controversy point. So at that time, so the other one. So instead of the positive discussion, so commonly they maybe argued in negative sense. So actually we can have chance to discuss that. So we can propose our idea, or the one is not so suitable because of that, because of this, and so on. But some instead of positive discussion, some are trying to blame. So that's why the controversial argument means trying to blame the controversial argument. That sense. That is why in the next line you see, so nadi basansama. So nadi basansama. Basansama, not basansama. So we don't. So we don't praise. We don't praise. So the Breda Binya means so lack of or little knowledge. So we don't praise them. So having little knowledge. So in this way can be understood. We don't praise. That is because they have little knowledge. They're trying to blame. Actually, if they are wise or wisely, so we should discuss such a point. So in this way. So that is one here. So certainly stand fight the controversial argument, but so we do not praise those shallow-headed, Breda Benjamin, shallow-headed in the translation. So Breda means later. Breda Banya. No, maybe under the Breda. Breda means small or little or inferior or limited. So what about another Breda? Another Breda or Breda is protection. Breda Walika, Breda that is just protection. So small is insignificant. Yeah, redundant. So having, little knowledge. That means shallow-headed as a single one. So those shallow-headed. Those shallow-headed. So in this way. Okay, now almost time's up. So,
Excuse me, Bante.
okay.
Regarding the word adjective controversy argument, I think should be controversial. SIAL.
SIAL.
Adjective.
Okay. Thank you. Controversial argument.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
Okay. So now, any question? Okay, hello.
Yes, Bante, for number 6, Bante. So yeah, sususa lapate panyang. So for lapate here, Bante, that what is it function, Bante, for lapate?
Labate is actually exactly the same as the labate. Maybe in the lesson 32 or maybe 33. Yeah, in the lesson 32, you see. So two part, only prasabada we learn, D and D, sita, mi, ma. But here instead that, so, the other one is adenobada, D and D and C, we, it, me. Exactly the same meaning as the prasabada.
So what is the So
What
is the difference?
Now in Pali stage, no more any difference between them. Nothing different. So, but based on the technical term, so brasabara mean for other. So these sequels are using for other, but adenobara mean for oneself. So, for example, reflection. When we say Buriso ordinam bajeti. So we here in the sentence. So to understand that point, so Buriso ordinary budgeting. So in this example here, D is so parasabara. So that means he cooked rice not for himself, for other. Okay, but if he so cooks rice for himself, so at that time the sentence should be Buriso ordinary. So budget day. At the time he cooks rice for himself in this way. That such a information is just in Sanskrit. In Pali, maybe bajeti and bajeti, no more different, such a different cannot be found.
Oh yeah.
Already lost that sense.
Oh yeah. So in Pali, it will be used just pachati, but it's used for both situations.
Right.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So I got it. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Bante. Another point, Bante, it is for the number 8, Bante. Sorry, for number 7, Bante. When we translate it is and stood being single drop. So in here that how we can understand for For this phrase Bante, it means that the Venerable Samiti took a bath in a hot spring and then came back out of water and stood. And how he doing relating to being single robe. So how is the relation in that one Bante? How to make it clearer in the meaning?
So here being single robe mean actually in monks, so upper robe and lower robe, you see.
Yeah.
So now he trying to so he makes his limbs dry. Maybe so he wears some light or something like that. At that time, maybe upper robe is, wear out.
Yeah.
Not in his body. Only
Yeah.
with the underwear
Robe.
and the robe.
Yeah.
The lower
So
robe.
it means, yeah. So Bante, it means that he used the underrobe to make the limbs dry.
Mhm.
Can-
In this we
can
can be understood. But so when we translate in this way, so here we were missed from the Pali flow.
Yeah. So can we say that and try the limbs with the underrobe or with the
No,
remain robe?
no, because no instrumental case here. You see.
Yeah, but when we put together that and stood being single robe, it's not yet clear meaning for easy understanding Bante.
So yeah, being single robe maybe just wearing, immediately after taking a bath. So he needs to, dry the limbs, maybe just hand or head or face, and so on with the towel, using the towel. So at that time he cannot wear upper robe. So that design only being with the, lower robe.
Yeah.
So that means being single robe. Only with so wearing lower robe and then the upper body he tried to, make dry.
Yeah. Yeah. In the meaning Bante, we can understand that meaning. But what I think is that when we put together in the translation of this sentence, it's something that it's not so easily understand.
Just following. Okay, just
Yeah.
following the Pali structure.
Okay. Yeah. So thanks, Bante. And another point, Bante, is for number 8, abedi hayo. So for abedi here, that it is the past tense, it means that broken. So when we put it with kayo, that how we put as the passive voice in here, Bante?
No, not passive. Why? Sometimes also in Pali, so for example, actually, yeah, instead of saying, so was broken or maybe, so broke also, the body broke itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that way is better. But sometimes as a passive form also.
Or can we say that is a broken body? So
so if we say broken body, where is the bar to connect in meaning?
Yeah. So I means that this one is just for the phrase only of the body, that when the body was broken. So when we look at this broken body, so that the perception sanya, it's already been seized, and all of the feelings vedana, it's also become
not that way. Here body also just translation, the word kaya. Actually kaya is here referring to the maybe rupa kaya. I mean that that repertory Rubek Kanda.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Rubek
So
Kanda,
five
Urimek Kanda,
evidence.
Senior Kanda, and so
Oh,
on.
yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it mentions about the Rupa Kanda.
Right.
It's how to say? Yeah, it's broken. Okay. Yeah, so I got that. Thanks, Bante, for the guidance on this one. So, for some of the situation, Bante, that it's not yet mentioned with the subject, clear with the subjects, but however, we can add it to understand it more clearly. For example, that number 9, certainly some fights, the controversial or the arguments. So some here, because we see the verb patisaniyanti.
No. That is the meaning of the ek is subject.
Or ek is subject here.
Yeah.
So ek is not mean that only Bante.
No.
It means that someone.
So, when we learn the pronoun and the numeral in this lesson or previous lesson, so okay, in the chart. So here eka is 1, but in declension, so that eka, where is it? Okay. So, here you see, eka is 1. That is only singular. But when we use that eka as a plural, so at the end, the meaning is Sam.
Oh, yeah.
So this eka is Sam. Okay.
Yeah.
So because eka mean 1. 1 means, so only singular can be declined, but highly strangely, plural form also of the word eka at the time, the meaning also changed, referring to the Sam instead of the 1.
Yeah. Yeah, Bante. I missed this point, Bante. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, so that's all, Bante. Thank you very much, Bante, for all of the guidance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Ashley.
Good evening, Bante. Yeah, could you please explain again about the two work? The work is a payamano in the sentence in the line 7. Yeah, it's in the line 7.
Okay.
And the word bati sendi yanti in the 7 in the night, like so.
Okay.
I can find it directly, easily in the dictionary. So
yeah. So
could you please explain a little bit about this? Yeah.
So firstly, boba. So boba means, former or previous. Okay. But so with the denominated suffix or causative suffix RB and then the D, so we form the, buff. So actually, boba, BD. So, but this A, instead of the RB here, we use, in the dictionary, you can find boba BD, but boba BD is not there. So, and then RB also. So at that time, we have the another buff form. So boba BD. So, and then here boba BD. So from the boba B, so we take the just Boba, B, and then the mana. So at that time in that sentence, so A is replaced by the aya. So that is why we have the Boba, Baya, Mana in this way. So that way also so we are forming the past present participle. Or which lesson? We are forming the present of lesson 23, I think. No, so 22. So here you see, if the vowel base end in A, it changed to the aya before the mana.
Yes, Bante.
You see?
Yes, I see.
Okay, that is why here. Actually, boba B. So actually, boba B. So no, abia. Okay, so simply we can understand. Boba B D. But boba B. So when joining with the mana suffix, so it is replaced by the aya. That is a boba B mana in this way. Okay, so making something former, making something as previous one.
Yes, Bante.
Boba, yeah. So literally make something so previous as former in this way, but later it is used makes dried, make something dried. So especially that one is also only with the parts of the body. So now our body is dry. Our body is dry, but when you take a bath, our body becomes wet. So after taking a bath, we need to dry our body again. So such a doing is called the boba bedi with the bath.
Yes, Bante.
And then the next word is so Sena. Okay, Sena. Sena is army. Sena is army. So that the word Sena with the petit prefix, and then so that noun word Sena, and then so denominated suffix iya, and then t. But actually instead of the iya, denominated suffix a. So and the t. So you can find this part. Petit seneti. In the dictionary, you can find.
Yes.
That means, so Sena is army. So Badi means against. So maybe so making army against somebody. So that means, fight or sending the army to fight someone. To fight with someone in this way.
Okay.
So in that word, here also, Badi Seni Yanti, actually Badi Seneti. But so that is also replaced by the maybe a ya or iya. So that is why another word is Badi Seni Yeti in this way.
Yes, Bante. It's
okay.
quite hard. The more I see, the more I guess. so quite hard. Yeah, thank you, Bante.
Okay, welcome. And then any question? Okay, hello.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Bante. May Bante move a little bit back into number 6? Yeah. So for the sususa here, Bante, it is the feminine, and is it the nominative or
Instrumental.
accusative?
Instrumental. So sa ya, but ya is because of limitation of the syllable in the stanza. Ya is here temporarily dropped.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, here it's connect with susu sa.
Right.
It means that
Right.
susu saya.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Because when I just look into this one, susu sa, maybe it is nominative or accusative if it is in plural. But cannot understand that why the nominative in here it will be translated by the instrumental. But yeah, so it's connected with yeah there.
Yeah, that information is in the that is Sayutta Nikaya. So Susa Levadi Binya, so Susan, so Susa, okay, here. So where is it? So here, so Susan or so Susa. But in its commentary, okay. So in this commentary, that one is explained. Oh, sorry. So Honikama chapter was Savila second Andakara. So Chatari Kira Audani. So Sadhu so the Sadhu so Pawisa Nekama Pawisi Nekama Samana. Burisasa Suchino Dhammo Sitchan Sadhu Dara Ratana Katan Sudarati Sadaya Darati Organ Vinya Brisojati Katan Sulabati Binya. So Sadha no. Oh yes, Sati Satchina. Maybe here not explained, but maybe in some place that one is explained in the maybe Sudali Bada or somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, not
In the
explained.
text of one, yeah, in the textbook Bante, it's mentioned with the number 214.
240. That is different because this is your Chatasangana version, but that one is maybe PDS version.
Oh yeah.
So Susa Bari Bocha and so Susan Labadi Binya. So Susa Suda would maybe this so Susa Suda would need Sudan Binya. Okay, in the here. So 188. That need water. 188 Sadaha, no. So Susan. So actually Dhamma Sawanena, that's my so Susan Labadik. Here different readings, so Susan, the so Susa or something like that. So different explanation of the same. So commonly, actually, we have another example also in stanza. So one of the silver can be reduced based on the how to say the based on the limitation of the alphabet or silver in stanza. So in this one of them can be dropped in this way.
Yeah. So in these situations that we need to check with the complementary in order to
Right.
understand for the full meaning.
Right.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Bante. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so let's stop here by saying sadhu. So sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you very much, Bante. Good night.
Welcome. Good night.
Thank you, Bante. Good night. Sukyotu.
Good night. Sukhihotu.
Thank you very much, Bante. Good night, Suki Hotu.
Good night.